Haha, memes. Hey everyone, wherever you are, I'm PG, I'm chillin', and this is my review of Drake's new album, For All the Dogs. Picking up where we left off, Drake dropped Her Loss with 21 Savage last year. That album sounded like a lot more toxic Drake, and with the hype surrounding this album and the tour, we're expecting more of that on here, or perhaps Drake going even harder and more rapping than singing. But instead, he gives us another standard Drake album where it's about half rapping and half R&B songs. So it sounds like it's for some dogs and some cat. With a lot to unpack, so I'm gonna break it down with the things I like and the things I don't like about this Drake album.
I don't even like Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I hate the Drake.
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
Who's the
The
Drake?
Drake is good.
I like that we receive moments of vintage Drake where he is rapping or singing over something soulful, like on Virginia Beach with that Frank Ocean sample, or on 8 a.m. in Charlotte with that beautiful production from Conductor Williams, or when he gets reflective on the song Away From Home. We also get that aggressive yet loose style of rapping like we heard on Her Loss, on songs like What Would Pluto Do and Fear of Heights. Yeah, there were some silly and cringe bars that came along with it, but I think it worked to its advantage and it just sounded like Drake was having fun in the studio. I like that Party Next Door was featured on here. It feels like it's been a while since these two have worked together. And it was cool to hear new collaborations like with SZA twice and with Tizo Touchdown, who's having a big year. And of course, we got blessed with that J. Cole verse. As for what I don't like, and this one's the most obvious one, it's bloated. While we all understand making an album this long with this many tracks for the aspect of financial gain and for streaming purposes, you do of course risk watering down the product, and I'm reviewing art here. And I feel like most of that filler is the R&B tracks. Not that I find his singing performances bad, I just feel like these tracks don't add anything to the project, and he's clearly capable of doing more meaningful and better R&B tracks. This album kind of feels like Scorpion but on shuffle. It also includes what I believe is his worst collab with 21 Savage. Like it was a throwaway from their last album. That long Karen-esque rant in the middle of the song, it's like, why? There's also an attempt at a Rager song with Yeet, which pretty much sounds like a Yeet song featuring Drake. And I can't forget to mention Drake's comically bad Spanglish accent on that song with Bad Bunny. It sounds cliche, but there are high highs and low lows on this project. It just sounded like Drake was trying to please and tap into every facet of his fan base. So for a whole album experience, this may sound a little bit pretentious or petty to say, but putting together an album that's shorter and more focused can make all the difference. Especially when trying to compare Drake's efforts here to that of something like Nothing Was the Same, or If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. Even the most hardcore Drake fans would admit that he's capable of doing much better than this. But I honestly think there are a handful of great tracks on here, but also a great deal of filler that made it drag on. My favorite songs are Fear of Heights, First Person Shooter, Members Only, 8 a.m. in Charlotte, and What Would Pluto Do? These are my thoughts. Six God. Bark. Stay blessed.